Ashley, it is great to have you here. I know we've been working together for a few months, and I'm excited for you to bring to light your experience with others. So let me ask you the first question.
Sure.
What was the state of your health overall, digestive health, blood work, body composition, weight, before working with me?
So before working with you, my blood work said everything was normal, but I just didn't feel like everything was normal. I was just dealing with different symptoms. I was constantly hungry no matter what I ate. I was having really severe cravings, like even after eating a meal, I would still feel very hungry and going back to the kitchen to get more food. I was feeling bloated. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't having regular bowel movements. And the biggest thing for me is that I had tried dieting for 2 years and I couldn't lose weight no matter what I tried, nothing worked. And so I just knew like something wasn't right, something wasn't working. And so um, that's why I reached out to you.
Thank you. And I feel you're on the boat, or you were, not now anymore, but like a lot of people feel off. They're trying all these diets, counting calories, macros, this, that, and the other. And sometimes it's way deeper than that. So I'm very glad that you decided to reach out and see what was actually going on in your body. And that leads me to my next question. When you and I started to work together, what was it for you to discover what was the root cause of what was causing you to feel bloated and hungry and overall not seeing results? What did you learn was the root cause?
So it was very eye-opening. We did the stool sample, and when those results came back, you had shared with me that I did have some gut issues going on, which I never would have known. And so that it was eye-opening, but it was really validating for me because, my blood work kept saying everything was fine. I even did a hormone test prior to meeting with you. It said everything was fine, and I just knew something wasn't right. So getting the test results back and you explaining them to me, it was very validating for me because I knew something was off. And so being able to learn what was really going on, it just made me feel good. I knew that finally I was getting some answers and we could move in the right direction to start fixing the issues.
Thank you. Yes, your gut, all disease begins in the gut. That's my saying. So if something's off in the gut, other things are gonna be off, whether it's cravings, whether it's inflammation, whether it's brain fog. Everybody has a different weak link in their chain. So I'm glad to hear that that was very eye-opening for you. And then I'm just curious, what do you think about the food, the recipes, the menus, and the protocol to rebalance your gut? What are your thoughts and what was your experience with that?
I thought it was extremely easy. You had given me all of those different recipes, and there were tons. So I felt that part was really easy. I could just flip through the recipes, pick something. All the food was food that I could easily find at my store. They were all very easy recipes I could make within a few minutes. So that part I found was really easy, but it was also nice to be able to just flip through it and find something, ideas to make for lunch or dinner. So I really enjoyed that. And then the supplements, those were easy to get, and I had no problem taking them. So the whole protocol overall was easy. I wasn't sure going in, how I'd feel about it, but I thought it was very easy. I had no issues with it. I was able to make the same foods for my husband and my son. So I didn't have to completely change my life or my lifestyle, just making a few food changes and avoiding some foods. And it was really easy to follow, and it obviously made a huge difference for me.
Thank you for speaking to the fact that you made it doable, for you and your family. You're somebody who's really committed to your health and to your well-being. So I feel that a lot of your result and your positive experience has a lot to do with your readiness of really willing to see what was going on and then take action on the recommendations. So I think that that really helped, the process to be really, really, really easy. Um,
Mhm.
Let me just ask you one more question. Just all things considered, it really helps others to just see what were your results. I know you mentioned a few things about your hunger and other symptoms that you had at the beginning. So at the end of the program, how did you feel? Like, what were the results that you experienced?
So I had amazing results. Some of the biggest ones for me were not having those wild cravings every day. I was experiencing the feeling of being full after eating a meal, which was something that I feel like I never experienced. I was sleeping great. I was going to the bathroom regularly. I wasn't having any bloating at all. As far as weight, I after the first 2 months, I was down 5 pounds. I also had a reduction in my body fat percentage, so that also was decreasing. And for me, the biggest thing was more of like a freeing feeling, I would say, because before working with you, I just felt like every single day I was consumed with making the decision of what am I going to eat for breakfast and what am I going to eat for lunch? And oh, now I'm hungry again. What is a healthy snack I can have? And I just, even though I thought I was making healthy choices, I never really knew because I felt bad. I wasn't seeing results. And so I felt like every day was consumed with what do I eat? Do I feel guilty about eating this? Is it the right thing? And so after working with you, now it's like I go through my day and I don't think about food at all. I know what I can eat. It's easy for me to pick or make a meal. And so like I don't even think about food anymore. And so that for me is probably the biggest thing. I don't feel guilty. I know what I can eat. I know what I should probably avoid. So that was really huge for me, is just like feeling like that is off my plate now and it's not something that's like in my head every day that's like consuming my thoughts.
Thank you. I think that's just so powerful. I feel sometimes, and I was there before, a long time ago, just food just consuming a lot of your energy. So I'm very glad to hear that you have freedom from that, and that the cravings and the hunger, like all that actually got resolved. So um thank you for sharing your experience. And yeah, I'm here with you, a text away, an email away, to continue to support you. And thank you for sharing your wonderful results.
Of course. Thank you for everything.